When we developed this project and started construction, this is the largest single shaft ORC turbine in North America. So that's pretty awesome to say.
We had in Cold Lake our Orion SAGD, steam-assisted gravity drainage operating assets. We've got a great partnership with Federation. We've seen them develop some of our larger projects and our expansion projects.
We were installing additional aerial coolers at the facility, and I thought that there has to be a better way, and ORC came to mind.
Once we kind of internally validated the merits of the project and the economics to make it go round, we kind of kicked off project team with Federation, and we evaluated different options from a supplier perspective, and Turboden floated to the top.
What we found is that Turboden has the creativity to tackle something like this, first of its kind, applying ORC technology in a SAGD facility.
They are meticulous on how they execute, the level of detail they put into everything. Their quality control was very, very high.
Just incredibly knowledgeable guys. They know what they're doing. It's clear they've been doing it for a long time.
A big green building here in the background is our E-house, or MCC.
It's the heart and the brains of the whole operation, right?
Heart and the brains of the whole operation.
There's, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of little wires, and you have one or two that are off, and it won't work. You know what I mean?
At Orion, where this facility is being installed, we generate a lot of steam to heat up oil, bring it back. That brings back additional heat that we can't utilize when it's below a certain temperature. Call it a waste heat.
Oftentimes, the big strategy goal when you're designing SAGD plants is how to best use that energy, reintegrate it, so that you don't have to spend so much money on gas to make the steam again.
You know, you've already got steam coming back that you can't use, so if you can turn that into electricity, then yeah, it's a win-win.
So the SAGD process is a very common process in Canada for extraction of bitumen from the sands. But one of the byproducts is the heat. And normally this is cooled down by aerial coolers.
Whatever can't be integrated into the SAGD process is expelled through these aerial coolers.
So it is just put in the atmosphere.
It takes a heat exchange with butane and our produced gas to generate this power.
So all of this waste heat is now going to be directed to the ORC to make power.
I mean, broad strokes, it's kind of like a inverse refrigeration unit. So with your refrigerator in your house, you put in energy and you pump out heat. This is the inverse of that. You are putting in heat and pumping out energy.
Yeah, the ORC can convert about 20% of that thermal energy into electrical energy, and the remaining low-grade waste heat has to be expelled through what you'll see as the ACC, air-cooled condenser.
The ORC will generate up to 80% of the power required to operate the Orion facility. That's impressive.
So this whole bank of variable frequency drives runs the fans for the ACC. And then these big units are variable frequency drives for the 900 horsepower feed pumps.
When you go and you see all of the fans and all of the structural steel that's there, that all came in a convoy of trucks.
We had Turboden design and install these bird screens on top of the fan plenums so that there's no harm to wildlife. This is the Turboden control system. So this again is the brains of the operation, and as simple as a start and stop.
It's a really unique project in the oil field, in Alberta oil field. So typically the projects are very similar. You know, you're making more production, you're increasing production, debottlenecking, making more oil, so to speak. Whereas this project that we're working on now, it's about reducing emissions, you know, taking a waste product and doing something useful with it. You're making the plant better, less impactful on the environment.
It's something that we can be proud of from a number of fronts, that we're improving our operation from a commercial perspective. We're also improving our operation from an environmental perspective.
I see a project like this is a way for the oil and gas industry to take something that's essentially being wasted and do something good with it.
They do not require to buy electricity from the grid. That electricity would have produced by other, let's say, fossil fuels. And in this way, they generate by our technology their own power and so they reduce the total emission.
It's essentially offsetting operating costs and making our business more robust every single day. So it makes a lot of sense and paying dividends already.
It is a good business for the company, it is a good business for Turboden, it's a good business for the entire environment. This is just to leave our grandchildren a better world.
It's been fantastic to collaborate with Turboden. They're world-class technology providers.
A lot of dedication. We have Turboden Resources coming out, and they'll come and stay here for a month at a time or longer to support us, work with us, and look after their commitments on Turboden specifics, right?
Working with them logistically, it was exciting. It was honestly exciting to have everything coming from around the world, working with people that are in Italy.
I told all the team many times that it is very, very pleasant to work with them. They're very nice guys, very good environment to work. I mean, it's very proactive. Everybody wants to progress and solve problems. It's very, very collaborative environment I found in this project on all the players.
The culture that we've got at Strathcona, I think, has gelled and worked really well with Federation and Turboden. We've all been very nimble enough to work with new opportunities and design constraints as they've been thrown at us to generate this project. But there's been a lot of fun. We started this idea back in 2019, so it's been a long time coming, 7 years in the making, and through adversity along the ways, whether it was getting funding, coming up with a design solution that worked, construction challenges, curveballs that were thrown to us through commissioning, we've worked through it as a team, and ultimately I'm really proud of how everybody came together.
I can't stress enough how fantastic working with Turboden and Strathcona have been, and very happy to say it was successful.